Look, I'm the luckiest to be sitting on a table with world-class athletes. Welcome to JC Pick Their Brains, and you are on our channel in YouTube. Of course, we are in Houston, Texas, and I get the privilege right now to be in front or around world-class talent. What is it that it takes to become an athlete in a community that is dominated by men? So, needless to say, I want to start with a small introduction with the twin sisters.
Cool. I'm Natalia from Colombia, born and raised in Colombia. I play soccer. I've been playing with the national team for about 7 years. I have played Olympics, World Cups, South American tournaments with the national team, and currently I'm playing with the Houston Aces, which is a local team here. Professional team, and I also do soccer coaching here. So.
Hi everyone, my name is Isabella. I am a center back for the Colombian national team. I've played with Colombia for the past 6 years now, and I also came to the US to study here in Toledo, Ohio, where I was a champion and a captain in my senior year.
I'm Tatiana. I'm from Bogota, Colombia. I've been playing soccer my entire life. I came here to the US to play soccer. I got a scholarship. I'm playing with the Houston Aces, coaching too, and passionate about soccer.
To another one. So we're going to talk about Colombia, and maybe you can tell us, Tatiana, a little bit, to you who is watching this right now, what obstacles you faced that at some point frustrated you, and I maybe currently you can say, wow, so glad that this happened to me.
Well, it's been a long journey. I think I learned a lot. But one of the biggest challenge for me, it was, as I mentioned before, just face the lack of support in general for women's soccer in Colombia. But my decision was, I am representing my country, that's what I love, I'm gonna do it.
And okay, so let's go into going in the same direction. What was that problem that you faced that you said, "Wow, this is I'm out. I can't deal with this anymore."
Personally,
Probably a couple. I'm guessing. I don't know.
Yeah, personally, I had a few ones. I was training really hard for a World Cup Germany. But I felt like I did my job, I trained, I worked for it, and after all, behind the scenes, it was a decision that I didn't make the team, so I didn't make the roster for that tournament, and I realized it before, it was 2 weeks before we travel, or the team travel, the coach sat with me and said like, it's not personal, but you're not traveling with us. And that was like big for me because I knew.
Yeah, you had expectations. You were planning to try.
Because as an athlete, like you're competing your spot. Like it's a competition. It's not like.
And you were showing up every single day.
It's not a trip. Like because people say, oh, you travel a lot. Like no, we don't travel. We go and play. Like we don't go like to Spain and. Go tourist and we don't go to shopping.
Having the patatas.
Yeah. So we don't go to Germany to, tourist or vacations. We go to compete. So when that happened to me, I was like, of course, devastated. I didn't want to play anymore. I didn't want to, keep playing for the national team and leaving all my, my school and my family, my friends to, put all my effort in that. And then it's all gone. So that was a big, big moment for me. It helps me a lot. Like right now, I'm a better person, better athlete because of that. So that moment in my life helped me a lot. So
I understand it, and also teaches us how to maneuver expectations versus reality, and a lot of times we hit walls, and we got to face them whether we like them or not, because sometimes decisions are made for us. And that's when it comes to how do you turn that into an opportunity, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure it was devastating at the time, but now that you're out of the situation, you're able to navigate it probably. What about any a big frustrating moment for you in your career? Because at some point you decided to make this your career, and right now all of you are re-evaluating, saying, "Wow, is this my career or not?"
I think at first, when you start with the national team, everything's perfect just because you achieved what you were looking for. Like a dream of every athlete is to represent their country. Like when you put that uniform on, it's like, wow, I am part of the Colombian national team. This is so great. But the years start passing and you start seeing the reality of things, how our country is dominated by males, how male soccer players are different than female soccer players. Now you start seeing that at some point they didn't want to pay for players to travel to the national team, or that the uniforms were not new anymore, you know, or that the coach was taking advantage of his situation as a coach. You know, so many things that go inside of the national team that we actually never talk about them. I think because of fear, because we also live in a country where if you speak up, then they're not gonna call you again.
You're out.
So for me, after my last tournament, I got into a point that I was like, okay, I'm gonna speak up. If they're not gonna call me again, I'm okay with that. You know, I achieved what I wanted to achieve as an athlete. Now I want to help others having like a more equal playing field inside of the national team. And I think that's why I love doing these kind of interviews, just because social media is a way to express the truth behind things, and it's a way to not being afraid anymore. I think the biggest challenge was going from the point that I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay for my flights, I don't care, I love this, it's Colombia, it's soccer, is what I love, to the point that I'm, okay, what's next? This is getting old, all the problems are getting old, let's change the game from outside of it, and let's try to make it better for others, and let's achieve something else in life. Just like sports, sometimes like you have to put them on a side after a while.
There's corruption in the world, and especially people that manage budgets around things that don't belong to them, especially sports. You know, we talked about earlier about how some countries have excelled in the soccer women's ability or talent or just levels. Tell us from your perspective, Tatiana, what is your opinion on the corruption of people that are managing the business in the industry of women's soccer, professional soccer teams, or the federation?
Well, a perfect example is Colombia. We showed results, but we didn't receive what we deserved at the time. Right now it's getting better, you know, it's growing, but no at the point that as a women's we deserve it. I don't like to compare, but whenever I was in the national team, we qualified for every tournament, and the men's team, they didn't for 16 years. So it was the point, they get private flights, they get the best hotels, they get everything, but they're not on the top league, and we were receiving the opposite.
Please share this of the uniform. I don't want to get into, but if somebody's watching this right now in the federation in Colombia, this needs to be heard. And it's sad. At the same time, I'm very happy that they all have and are in the team. But tell us about the jersey, the T-shirt.
Well, that was, and after the tournament, they only gave me, I think it was one set of uniform. The coach sent the player. The player approached me, and she was like, "Okay, you want your jersey? Give me $100." So I was like, "No, I'm not buying a shirt with my name on the back.
Yeah, I have no idea.
I don't know. Sometimes you see people with your jerseys on the streets and you have no idea who they are.
Wow. Tag them if you see them over here. Let us know.
It's not like
They're selling it. Yeah, we wish.
No.
Don't forget, we have all the information listed over here. We are taking advantage of this, which has become a medium or a method of a way to bring other voices out. And that's what you're doing because they're professional athletes, therefore they're public figures, the three of them. And hopefully you get this, to the next level. I don't know. That's my encouragement to you, and to you, because maybe you will be the breakthrough for the generations to come. Now we're going to go into the entrepreneurial mindset. And I know the three of you have gone to college, which means a lot and doesn't mean anything at the same time, because the spirit of an entrepreneur, it just gets fueled by your own beliefs and your own wills and whatnot. If you have a college degree, it gives you an advantage, not necessarily. So, why don't you tell us a little bit of what you went to school for?
I think we're all on the business part, but different concentration.
In your case?
My major, it was international business.
I did business administration with a concentration in marketing.
And more.
I did a lot of different things. My bachelor's was in marketing and international business, and my master's was in marketing and general administration.
Everybody is super young here. I don't want to disclose my age. So we got business, marketing. What is the next plan, the next, goal?
I only know that I really love the sport. I really fell in love with coaching and, impacting kids and showing them,
Of course, I like to say
sport.
this, not to compromise anybody here, but the two twin sisters are professional instructors of soccer over here, also professional soccer players, the three of them. So maybe, do you have something on the side that in mind, or do you want to devote again 100% of your attention to
on the
coaching?
side, I'm planning to focus on photography and videography business as well too.
Nice.
So that would be great too.
Also goes along with soccer. What about you?
I want to change the game from the marketing perspective. Female players are not visible enough. In the traditional media, you don't see a lot of news about female athletes, female soccer players in general. And I want to change that, and I'm starting it with myself. I am investing a lot of my time and effort into my personal brand, which takes a lot of work, yes.
Yeah.
And I think that is a way in which I can change the game, but I can also help so many people around the world, give them a voice, help them be heard through me.
What about Tatiana?
Well, as of right now, I'm just coaching, but my plan is...
Well, just coaching. Coaching is the world, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. But no, maybe in the future, I want to help kids to develop or to fall in love in the sport. I want to create or have an environment to provide that opportunity. So either as a club or as a facility to provide that opportunity to the kids. It's really nice to see a little kid just kicking the ball, and
there's a
see
lot
that
of
smile.
rewarding feelings, not necessarily to the monetary aspect of it, but there's things that makes us happy as human beings,
And seeing that you're the first figure, the first coach in that kid's life is gonna impact from 10 years. That's my plan, to impact kids in the future.
There's a business going on with parents.
Yeah,
Parents love their kids doing a lot of sports. And, soccer, whatever the sport you may have going on with your kids, I don't know. So that's, I'm just saying there's nothing wrong looking at the business side of things, because you can grow it to an exponential side of awareness or improvement or getting an industry to the next level.
Yeah.
And, as Gary Vaynerchuk, I'm, linking him over here. You and I know that he keeps saying, use this. And actually, I learned this not from Gary Vaynerchuk. Actually, I learned this from a guru from Hinduism who says, go on Facebook Live and talk. Bring your voice out. It's free. So this is what we're doing. Back in the day, before this birthday that I'm having right now, there's no chances for any of my parents to come and bring not even a freaking announcement to say, hey, I opened a bakery, come and buy from us. So I think this is a great opportunity, and this is the time we dismiss everybody, and I just, look, I'm the luckiest to be sitting on a table with world-class athletes, females on the soccer, arena, which is even more complex. So you are true pioneers, true warriors, and I know that one of your, callings, I'm just guessing, is going to be awareness to others, to entities or regulators of the game. Money is around. Why is not money allocated properly? And before we let you guys go, please don't forget to connect. All their social media and their YouTube channels and everything is linked over here in the description below. And we're just gonna go and leave you guys with a thought or an idea or a word of encouragement from the best. So why don't we begin with Tatiana?
Well, my message for athletes is to keep dreaming. I always say that keep dreaming, keep pushing, and keep working towards that goal that if you work hard, I guarantee you're gonna accomplish at some point. Either it takes you 10 years or 1 year, you can do it. Just have to believe in that.
I will say, don't be afraid to change the world. Don't be afraid to change your world, but know that you have to work harder than anyone else if you want to really achieve those dreams that Tatiana was talking about. That's my message. Work, work, work. Train, 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 and you'll achieve anything you want in life.
And your calling, your message for the day?
My message will be to whatever you do it with passion. I think it's all about passion. Whatever you do, if you put passion on it, you will have consistency, you will have the discipline, you will have the love of whatever you do, and that's just gonna make you whatever you want to do. So.
And don't forget, I am not a journalist, so I'm not having an interview because I already got yelled out. I didn't go to school, so if you went to school for journalism, so I apologize for doing what I'm doing. My only job is to bring a voice to awareness. Even if one person listens to this, I think it's worth. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be more than one person. So don't forget to like it, share it, make a comment right here below. If you want to connect, go back and connect with them. Start a conversation. Start a movement if that's a possibility. Join them on the quest. And this is the time where I thank you for being wherever you are. If you are in South America, in Africa, in Asia, in Europe, in America, thank you for staying tuned for this long period of time. And if you believe that this video, this vlog have any kind of message to you, to your loved ones, to your friends, of power, of meaning, share it, like it. We need that because unfortunately the algorithms only work that way. I am a trampoline, that's what I said earlier, which I am happy to be because I see people jumping very, very high already before it happens. So that's what I see right now on this table. Nice. Thank you so much for being here with me tonight, for having a glass of wine with me before we started this. We needed that. And well, stay tuned.